Very good morning, everybody, for Thursday, the 6th of January. Yes, we had a pretty good day yesterday. We did about 80 launches, and I think we're going to get an okay-ish half a day out of this one. But as you can see, a very deep depression has formed in the Atlantic, and with that in mind, that's going to bring some frontal weather come this afternoon and evening, which is going to bring a fair amount of rain to the UK this afternoon. So yeah, occlusions coming across from about lunchtime onwards and bringing with it some stronger winds. And our winds now are coming from the southwest and starting to increase. The winds at height are going to be fairly stronger than yesterday, 220 at 30, veering, backing at times towards the south as well, up towards 40 knots. But yeah, I'd say we'll get away with being on runway 23 today with this southwesterly wind, but it is going to be fairly strong. Public forecast shows that it will start off as a southerly, becoming a southwesterly as that front approaches, and a reasonable start to the day, but fairly cold at the moment. The Lasham weather station saying sort of -2, -3 degrees, but that will sort of start to rise as the front approaches, despite the fact we're not going to get any sun. And on here, you can see we would probably see that right at the end of the day at 3 o'clock, where we start to see that rain come through and the gustier winds. Cloud base shouldn't be an issue today, though. That's like picture of the UK. Well, anybody sort of to the east of Lasham at the moment would have seen a fairly bright start, but as you can see, that cloud is starting to thicken and increase. Shouldn't cause us too much problem, other than it's going to cut the amount of sun that gets to the ground, which is quite a bit of a problem today, because the gliders as they come out the hangar may start to ice up given the air frost that we've got at the moment. And if we look at the weather warnings from the Met Office, you can see here that in fact that you get a ground frost may occur, frozen deposits may form parts aircraft. So yeah, frost likely at least till mid-morning today, and then that's other weather warning for southwesterly winds and strong winds is from 1 o'clock. You can see the rain out to our west, which we're tracking along. It's only just coasting in over sort of Fishguard and Land's End at the moment, so not really too much of a problem. But we'll see how quickly that front proceeds this way in comparison to what the forecast says. So yeah, top temperature today probably sort of 5 degrees or so, and dew points sort of just hovering around freezing. Currently at Lasham, we've got -3 degrees and -5 as the dew points. Slight southeasterly wind, sort of veering to become southwesterly, and the pressure's increased too, but that's going to drop. Farnborough also saying sort of very similar temperatures. I mean, that was their last one, -5 15 minutes ago. I think Odium was showing it a little bit warmer, I think, because it's where Farnborough is in a sort of a dip that sometimes gets a little bit extra cold. But it's not particularly strong wind, but that wind's going to pick up quite quickly as we get flying this morning. And their TAF sort of shows that it'll be all right to start with, but that deterioration coming in mid to late afternoon. Airspace wise, Farnborough and silent active as normal, pretty much no real NOTAMs to worry about today. Operationally, we'll be 2-3 today. I think one thing to bear in mind is we spent an hour yesterday waiting for ice to come off the gliders. So if you're rushing and keen and pull everything out, don't be surprised if that sort of causes you some problems, because yeah, the first gliders that come out the hangar, and the earlier they are, the more likely you are to have to sit around waiting. So try and do most of the inspections inside the hangar just to keep the gliders as warm as possible. Then as that air temperature comes up, you'll hopefully not see so much ice forming on the gliders. I heard from a club up north that they find it quite funny when all the expeditions turn up, get all their gliders out at 7 in the morning to go wave soaring, and at 10 o'clock they're still sat on the ground, while the home gliding club have managed to get the gliders out at 9:30 and just go straight away flying. So yeah, just think about that ice risk, because it was a bit of a pain yesterday. But I think it's going to almost be unavoidable at some point during the morning. Okay, no movements either. Wrap up warm. I'll see you on the F in a moment. Bye for now.